I want to have a acknowledgement that I have reached the 5 year mark on YouTube, which is not really impressive because, I mean, anyone could do it. Like anyone could upload for 5 years. For the most part, I've uploaded daily for 5 years. So I guess that's impressive. What do you say? What do people usually say when they have these top uploads? Man, guys, 5 years. It's so amazing. I can't believe it. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being on the channel for 5 years. Is that what most people kind of say? I do appreciate a lot of you that have been on the channel for a long time. It's been fun talking to a lot of you. I enjoy hearing your thoughts on different things. I enjoy entertaining you, making a lot of you laugh. I enjoy the deep conversations we all have sometimes. It's a shared channel. I give my thoughts on things and then you all give your thoughts. And it's always been my goal is to kind of have a shared channel and everything. Well, I mean, not always, but for the last couple of years, sure. I started out talking about The Walking Dead and just different things. Chewbacca money, Xbox, Overwatch, wrestling, different things, right? I kind of honestly want to get back to that original feeling that I had, like that original feeling I had in the very beginning, to where I didn't feel like pressured in any way, shape, or form, because what happened, years ago was a lot of people really came by and they wanted to hear me and my thoughts on a lot of things happening in the retro gaming community, whether it be game collecting, e-begging, things centered around retro gaming and retro game collecting. The thing is, though, I'm probably not the person to really represent the retro gaming community. Hell, I don't even have a Framemeister. But, people wanted to hear me and my thoughts about things. So I'd say a big part of the community currently is a lot of people that are into, retro games and retro gaming. A lot of gamers, everything on the channel, right? And then there's different pockets. There's certain people that are into wrestling and anime, and then a few that are really diehard sports fans and everything. So going into the future, I kind of want to just kind of try to deliver uploads for all the different audiences that are here, are really just kind of, I don't know. Like, I honestly, after 5 years, I don't know. YouTube is such a small part of my life now, to be honest. Like, I've moved on so much from YouTube in a way. Like, what's left of me right now on the channel is just a small fraction of really the passion that started. And maybe in the future, at some point, maybe that passion will rekindle. But it's just, I don't know. Do a lot of people feel this way after so many years on YouTube where you're like, okay, you feel like you're just uploading to upload? And I never wanted to get to that point. I never really did. I'm not unhappy. Don't get it twisted. I'm not unhappy. It's just sometimes I'm like, gotta upload again. But not all the time. I guess that's just normal, right? Like, it's about to craft with me. Not craft cheese, although craft cheese is okay. I like craft cheese. It's late. I'm sleepy. You shouldn't probably be doing this. I'm not at my rhetorical best because I'm half asleep. So I think to myself, at the end of every day, what am I going to upload tomorrow? What's tomorrow going to be? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be that, And sometimes I just like, okay. Somebody says, hey, I want you to talk about this upload. All right, why not? Like, there's not a lot of rhyme or reason. And the weird thing is, in my real life, outside of YouTube, I'm all about things being structured and rhyme and reason. And everything's neatly arranged, So if anything, YouTube is kind of like my way to kind of blow off steam. It's been for years, regardless of what I'm talking about. So, yeah. Over 5 years. Looking back, there's a lot of people I've talked to on the channel. that I don't talk to anymore. Yeah. I can think of people right now that I'm like, well, where are they at? Like, what are they doing? People have stopped by like Donovan and left so many great comments. I'm like, well, what are they up to right now? You know, Demetrios, right? Some of you remember Demetrios. I'm like, I wonder how Demetrios is doing right now. That's what happens after so many years on YouTube. You know, you make connections, you make pals, you make buddies, and then you make enemies, and then you got people mass disliking your uploads for no reason. You're like, well, who the fuck is this? You make enemies sometimes, yeah. You speak the truth, you call it as you see it, and then you make enemies. That's one aspect of it. Or at least in the commentary game, at least in critical satire, right? What's this next part? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do into the future of the Radical Rick channel. I'm like, I don't know, probably the same thing. Like just talking about things, commentary. Player Pass, that was something I wanted to do. I even made like a little intro for Player Pass. Like, I have so many ambitious ideas that probably will never come to fruition. And it'll always probably just be me just reading comments and replying to them. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm good at that. I'm very good at that. You know. So what's going to happen in the future? The next 5 years of Radical Rick? Probably a lot of the same. It's me talking about things over Shadow Mordor gameplay. You know. It's worked pretty well so far, so why not just continue with that? Do I have a message for any up-and-coming YouTubers that are just starting out and they want to get to the point where I might be, 5 years down the road, being one of the best commentators currently on the platform? Oh, you wouldn't know it by the numbers, though, right? I know somebody's going to chime in. Well, Radical Rick, some commentator with your 5,000 subs. It never gets me. It's so funny, right? Now, several years ago, that might have hurt my little feelings. But the thing is, the more you're on YouTube, the more you realize that things like subs and views, they don't matter. They don't amount to really anything. Now, if you have a couple subs that are really amazing and fun to talk to, that are really intelligent, then that's something.